Hello guys, if you're a lover of pasta as I do, please join me. Let's make this delicious creamy pasta. You guys, I promise you, if you join me, let's make this recipe, you're not gonna regret it because it looks really delicious and it also tastes that delicious as well. So if you're new here, my name is Patience and I live in Sweden, and welcome to Patience Cooking. And to my all returning subscribers, thank you very much for always coming back. I really appreciate you so much. So join me, let's make this recipe together, you guys. So you guys, in a pot I added some water and then some salt for the taste, then added the pasta that I want to use for this recipe, that I want to prepare for this recipe. I just added the pasta and cover and let it cook for 15 minutes, but you can allow it cook less or more if you like your pasta either not to cook or overcook, depending on what you want. While I'm at it, I decided to now divide my steak into three. I'm actually using beef for this recipe, so I divided into three because I want the marinade to like get into the steak very well and make sure I get the taste that I want for this recipe. So yeah. I'm actually marinating this with some bay leaves, some chili pepper, some black pepper, and then I added some apple cider vinegar, guys, and some salt and some oil for this recipe. I just mix this very well to make sure everything is well mixed and even. So I added it to the steak, and then I make sure that I actually flip and make sure everything was well put together and well incorporated to make sure that everything was the spices were well marinated. And I let this to stay for like 20 minutes before I actually start stir frying this steak, you guys. Our pasta was not ready, so I took it out and just drained it. Then I put a pan on a fire and added some butter. I allow it to really melt very well before I added the meat to the pan. Some people want to fry their steak without covering it and make sure that it's not that well cooked. But for me, I always like my steak to be well cooked, so I love to cover it. I don't care whether it's shrink or whatever, I just want it to be well cooked. So while at that, I decided to make my cream. Remember I told you guys that I'm actually making this creamy pasta without any cream at home. So I actually made my cream myself, adding some milk into some natural yogurt, you guys. And yeah, my cream was ready, and then I just mixed this until everything was well incorporated and well mixed. And then I went back after 5 minutes, and this is how it looks like. So I actually fried each side for 5 minutes 2 times, and that was a total of 20 minutes that I did with this. Actually really love the way it turned out. I added some apple cider vinegar as well to make sure it's well cooked. And yeah, after 20 minutes it was actually well cooked. So while I was at it, I decided to say, let me just chop my onion and my parsley because I'll be needing that as well. So yeah. Yeah, the steak is ready, and I actually made this for like 20 minutes. You guys, look at how it looks exactly the way I wanted it, like I did barbecue for this recipe. And then in an empty pan I added some butter, and I allowed the butter to melt before I added the onions, you guys. So I stir fry the onions a little bit, and then I added some garlic and also stir fry for like 1 minute, and then I added the cream that we made together. You remember? Yeah, that. Added it and let it stay for a bit, like 1 minute, and then I added now the pasta that I actually needed for this recipe, and then some salt as well, because we need salt for the taste, you guys. So yeah, and then I just added everything and just let it to cook for like 2 to 3 minutes. Guys, so after like 2 to 3 minutes, I now open and added some cheese. You know there cannot be any creamy pasta without some cheese on it, guys. So I added some cheese and let it cook for a while, and then I've reduced the heat as well. So yeah, take a look. I got the result I needed for this steak because it's well cooked, you guys, well cooked. Yeah, and that's actually the result I wanted, and I got it. So this is me just slicing it with to the size that I actually want. And yeah, I've opened the pot and I decided to now add some parsley, you know, for the taste and the color, you know. And then I added the steak, you guys. Take a look at it. It looks like I did barbecue with this steak, you guys. I really love the way it turned out. And yeah, I just stirred this together, and it was looking so delicious and yummy, you guys. It was really good. I almost ate like half of this pasta, you guys. And gosh, if you make this at home, I promise you will love it. You will love it. Please try this at home and let me know how it turned out. And thank you very much for always watching my videos. See you in my next video, you guys. Bye for now.